Welcome back, dear viewers, and you are still watching The Breakfast Show, and in this segment of our program we will talk about World Tourism Day, which is annually marked on the 27th of September. And now we are joined by Dr. Naghem Ismail, tourism expert. Good morning, Dr. Naghem.
Good morning, how are you?
So, Dr. Naghem, as I've just mentioned, that the 27th of September marks World Tourism Day, and this year it is held under the title of Tourism for Comprehensive Growth. So, tell us more about this title.
To start with, thank you for inviting me. Let's shed some light on this day. This day is celebrated on the 27th of September by the United Nations World Tourism Organization, who have decided to have this day, September 27th, since 1980, as a World Tourism Day.
Yes.
On that day was the adoption of the status of the global tourism, all information and statuses for this, the United Nations World Tourism Organization. Every year, they shed light, or they have a title to celebrate the day. This year, and due to the pandemic reason, and all the heritage was closed during last year only, so this year they decided to have the title, or the celebration around tourism for inclusive growth. This means that the world is open up again for the whole world to move, with some restrictions, of course, because of the pandemic being still on board. And the theme is focusing on the importance of the inclusive recovery and ensuring that no one is left behind, especially that last year, and due to the pandemic, the whole tourism sector has been affected with unemployed people. A lot of people have lost their jobs. They are staying home because of the closing of the tourism firms and companies. So this is why it's a recovery this year for the tourism, which is very important.
So, Dr. Naghem, Egypt marked this important occasion by illuminating Karnak temple facades with bright colors. So, how does Egypt mark this occasion?
All these occasions is a great milestone in improving the tourism and in putting Egypt back to the map. Egypt has been always, of course, on the map, but there were some obstacles taking place, and now the recovery is there, and it's the time that Egypt shows that we have a different era, started by integrating a lot of museums, and opening of a lot of museums during the pandemic. So during the very difficult circumstances, Egypt has been promoting Egypt and marketing it on the social media, on the special events, by integrating, opening all the palaces, museums, the parade, the pharaonic parade that took place and has been shown all over the world and gives a great impact. So this is part of the marketing plan. Marketing that's happening now around the world through internet, through social media, which is the only part of marketing that can be of an effect right now with the pandemic reasons. And of course, Egypt now, after the reopening of the Russian business, has been getting an effect, a very positive effect, has been certified, as we say, that it is a clean area health-wise, that it is security-wise very organized, that we have a lot of things to show to the world, that we have not been stopping during the pandemic, but we have been working very hard in order to show what is going to happen and to be ready for this winter, which is a return, as we can see on the world title given for the year. We are ready to receive customers, and we are ready to receive the tourists and make sure that they are having a great experience in Egypt with all these new openings. Among them, of course, the Karnak and the museum, the pharaonic parade, and so on.
So, Dr. Naghem, can you tell us more about preparations for the winter season and the reservation rates till now?
The preparation has been done since some time, working on returning of the flights back to Egypt. Open Sky has been receiving now the Russians as after a stop of more than 5 years. So that was a great start. We have a lot of other countries started their flights back to Egypt. All the tourism field has been prepared against the pandemic. Of course, since the announcement of the World Health Organization, not Tourism Organization, World Health Organization have announced certain measures to be taken in order to ensure that the tourist is in good and safe places. So all the hotels are implementing the measures and making sure, and of course not only the hotels, all the tourist places, all the airports, the sense of arrival, everything is being under the measures of implementing the health organization measures against the pandemic. Of course, the vaccine is part of it, having all the employees vaccine. So all these are measures that have been taken and is announcing or showing the whole world that we are ready for the winter season. Of course, the capacities of the hotels are still into 70%, that you should not exceed in order to ensure that you are ready for social distance, in addition to all the instructions given everywhere and the signs indicating the measures to make sure that the customers are having clean and relaxed vacation without any effect or any disease that is in Egypt. And of course, not only you are prepared in the sense of the country has been preparing the infrastructure, the roads, new roads. Now the new trains are coming very soon. So the whole country, whether private sector or government sector, is preparing the whole country to receive the tourism under the auspices, of course, of the president, who has announced that this is a very important sector, and we have to give an alert to everybody that this is an important sector and playing a great part in the economy and in the foreign countries.
So as we are celebrating World Tourism Day on the 27th of September, do you think that the global tourism starts to return to normal this year?
Well, we cannot say to normal because we still have some restrictions like the vaccine, the PCR, yes, the measures. Some countries are still implementing quarantine whenever you come back. So you cannot say it's coming back to normal, but it is within the starting step to be back, and then within some time, and of course after tourism starts back, you will see certain restrictions implemented, certain updates done in the measures taken to make sure that the tourist is safe in his country or in the country he is visiting. A lot of countries still not adopting all the vaccines, so this is one of the obstacles still in the whole world, that not every country is accepting every you have to be vaccinated on a certain name or a certain medication and so on. So there is still some points which will be adjusted along the year. But of course, everybody now is getting ready for back to normal, is getting ready to receive tourists and to implement the measures and ensure that the measures are correct in order to make sure that you're having the positive impact and having the word of mouth that our country is ready to receive the customers and to implement any safety measures, health-wise, to receive the tour.
Yes, Dr. Naghem Ismail, tourism expert, thank you for being with us today. And by that, dear viewers, we come to the end of today's edition of The Breakfast Show. I'm Shinaider, and I was joined today by my colleague Amal Mukhtar. Thank you for watching.